Shalom, shalom, shalom. All praise, glory, honor goes to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah for giving us this truth. Double honor to all the elders, teaching on the four corners of the earth, teaching in truth and sincerity. To you I say shalom. Brother Khan from the Sept, the Lions of Judah, Just Ryan here in Chicago. To you I say shalom. Coming at y'all with another video through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah. And the title of this video is going to be titled, Will Doomsday Destroy All Humanity? All right. So it's 100 seconds left on the doomsday clock. Even Esau know that all hell is about to break loose. All right. So the title of this video is going to be titled, Will Doomsday Destroy All Humanity? All right. So I'm going to play this video through the spirit.
The famous Doomsday clock shows 100 seconds before the apocalypse. And it won't happen because of some higher power, but upon the initiative of a human being. We've never come so close to the edge of the abyss. Nuclear war. One more step, and the history of mankind is over. And unfortunately, current world
and that's Esau already coming with his interpretation. All right, because the Bible tells you that the earth abideth forever. Let's get that. Ecclesiastes chapter 1, verse 4, and it reads, One generation passeth away, and another generation cometh, but the earth abideth forever. All right, so all humanity is not going to be destroyed.
Problems, personal ambitions of some politicians, and a lack of desire to seek compromises between governments can make this last fatal step real. And then, the Earth will face the Third World Nuclear War, in which there will be no winners. Imagine that someone pressed the red button and nuclear missiles got in the air. We will show you that humanity would stand no chance.
It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 66, verse 22, and it reads, For as the new heavens and the new earth, which I will make, shall remain before me, saith the Lord Yahweh Shah, so shall your seed and your name remain. All right? So the earth is going to be here forever, man. All right? Once again, the earth is going to be here forever.
To understand what nuclear war means, let's take a look at the power of nuclear weapons and their stockpiles in different countries. There are two different types of genres of nuclear weapons. Strategic nuclear weapons are the big ones that are pointed at certain targets and are launched on intercontinental ballistic missiles and submarine and cruise missiles. Tactical nuclear weapons are non-strategic and are used in smaller, more mobile applications. They work based on the fission of uranium or plutonium nuclei and are generally smaller in explosive power. These types of weapons include gravity bombs, short-range missiles, artillery shells, depth charges, landmines, and some small torpedoes. At the same time, the fusion of deuterium and tritium releases 10 times more energy. So thermonuclear bombs are much more powerful than uranium or plutonium bombs. What's even more frightening is that there's no theoretical limit to the size and yield of a thermonuclear weapon. In 1961, in the USSR, a thermonuclear bomb with a capacity of 58 megatons was detonated on Novaya Zemlya. The power of the explosion was equivalent to the explosion of 58 million tons of trinitrotoluene, or TNT. Imagine 580,000 cargo rail cars filled with TNT, all blown up simultaneously. And initially, it had to be a 100 megaton bomb. But even 58 megatons is still 10 times more powerful than all the weapons, including bombs and mines, used during World War II. So what amounts of such a deadly weapon does humanity have at the moment? More than enough. The nuclear club is a term used for the group of nations who possess thermonuclear weapons, and the leaders of this club are Russia and the United States. About 90% of all nuclear warheads are owned by these two countries. Russia has 5,977 nuclear warheads, and the US owns a total of 5,428 warheads in its military stockpiles. You can see the distribution of deadly weapons among other countries on the screen. For humanity, the situation doesn't look good. All countries that have nuclear weapons either increase their supply or leave it as it is. The only exception is the United States, and the figures only show the number of nuclear warheads intended for use atop strategic carriers with a range of several thousand kilometers. But there are also tactical nuclear munitions of small power, the TNT equivalent of which doesn't exceed a few kilotons and is often less than 1 kiloton.
It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 9, verse 5, and it reads, "For every battle of the warrior is with confused noise, and garments rolled in blood, but this shall be with burning and fuel of fire." So these nations are getting ready for the Third World War, man. That's why you see all these nukes in the video, because it's going to be a nuclear war.
And is often less than 1 kiloton. But this is still a lot. By modern standards, the atomic bomb that was dropped on Hiroshima and destroyed the city can be considered a tactical nuclear weapon. Its power was no more than 15 kilotons. To compare, the Russian SS-18 Satan intercontinental ballistic missile has 10 thermonuclear warheads on board, each with a capacity of 800 kilotons. So one such warhead is 53 times more destructive than that dropped on Hiroshima. This means that one Russian missile is 530 times more deadly than the first atomic bomb. The Russians have 46 such missiles as of 2022. Besides, Russia has already developed and tested the new RS-28 Sarmat missile that will replace the Satan, and it has to be even more effective. Aside from this, they also have Topol and Yars missiles. A total of 320 missiles are located in mines or on land vehicles. Plus, there are 176 missiles on Russian nuclear submarines of the Bore, Delphin, Akula, and Kalmar classes. But that's not all. Russia has 68 strategic bombers, the Tu-95 Bear and the Tu-160, also known as the White Swan, which all carry a total of 580 nuclear cruise missiles.
So what's going to happen is these foreign countries, they're going to launch off those missiles, all right, and destroying the foundation of the earth, all right? And actually, when they do that, they're going to build this world back up, because they're going to be the new slaves, man, all right? The Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native American Indians, you're going to be the next ruler of this world, and all the other nations are going into captivity, man. All right, because they're going to destroy this place. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 60, verse 10, and it reads, "And the sons of strangers shall build up thy walls, and their kings shall minister unto thee. For in my wrath I smote thee, but in my favor have I had mercy on thee," man. All right, so everything that you see here is going to be destroyed. America, Babylon is not going to be inhabited. So we're going back to the east, man. All right, so the other nations, they're going to build back up the ruined cities, man, that they destroyed with their nuclear missiles. All right.
Nuclear cruise missiles. Hopefully it doesn't turn out to be a black swan for humanity. The United States has just about the same deadly arsenal. And now imagine that all this will be used against humanity. So how can a nuclear war begin, and how will it happen? Mankind has not experienced global horror like that during the Second World War for more than 70 years. Most of those who remembered the bombings and the fear that filled a person when everything around collapsed and burned aren't here anymore. These were times when there was no hope for even the slightest bit of medical care, and when people had to starve for weeks, months, or even years. And to keep warm, they had to burn their furniture and books. Modern people have only seen a nuclear war in computer games. Unfortunately, even some politicians don't understand all possible consequences, and this only increases the risk of nuclear conflict. This is also facilitated by the modern missile defense systems that the leading nuclear powers have. The Russian and American political elites attempted to destroy their main geopolitical enemy with a single...
So this is the book of Matthew chapter 6. Go to the book of Matthew, the 6th chapter, verse 31. And it reads, therefore take no heed, Salakia, therefore take no thought, saying, what shall we eat, or what shall we drink, or wherewithal shall we be clothed? All right, so don't take no heed in that, man. Trust in Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. All right, because people finna be stocking up. You know, it's food shortages. You know, all hell is breaking loose in Babylon. So take no heed on the things that you need, your necessities, like what you gonna eat, all right, or drink, or your raiment, your clothing, man. All right, because the Most High is gonna prepare that for you, man. All right.
The Russian and American political elites attempted to destroy their main geopolitical enemy with a single missile strike and avoid counterattack by hiding behind a missile defense umbrella. Here, for example, is the Russian A-135 anti-missile system. It consists of a huge four-sided pyramid with a height of 30. Whatever the case, this would mean the end of modern civilization. The only chance of survival and long life would be given to those who started the nuclear horror, the political leaders of Russia, the United States, and some other countries. They've already prepared special bunkers located hundreds of meters underground with everything necessary for life.
And that's prophecy right there, because the Bible tell you, all right, the Bible tell you in the book of Amos, I'm going to get it, that, you know, these heathens, they're going to try to dig into the ground, but they're going to be plucked out and put in captivity, man. All right, because you're not going to destroy the green earth of Yahweh Shem Yahushua and think that you're not going to be a slave, man. All right. This is the book of, and I'm going to close out on this, man. This is the book of Amos chapter 9, verse 2, and it reads, though they dig into hell, thence shall my hand take them. Though they climb up to heaven, thence will I bring them down, man. All right. So all humanity is not going to be destroyed. A lot of people are going to be destroyed, but the Bible tells you that the earth abideth forever, man. Whatever these Edomites coming with in this video, they don't believe in the Most High. So, of course, they're going to try to say that everybody is going to be destroyed, man. All right? Because Yahweh Shah is coming back with the angels, man. It's going to be a divine intervention. All right? Let me read that again. Amos chapter 9, verse 2. Though they dig into hell, all right? So they're going to try to dig into hell with their underground bunkers, man. All right? Then shall my hand take them. Though they climb up to heaven, thence will I bring them down. All right? So they're going to be destroyed, man. So you Israelites, man, you don't have nothing to worry about. Just continue to have the faith, keep the faith of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, and keep these commandments, man. So with that, I hope this video was edifying through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. To you, I say shalom.